So on November 3rd, 2012, Saturday, we took a trip, my wife and I and dog Benjamin, to the Rancho Bernardo area of San Diego County to visit a couple of friends, and we were going to go have lunch in downtown San Diego and stay overnight. So this is roughly about an 84-mile trip one way and an hour and a half. Started around 10:31 a.m. On this 1.5 hour 84-mile trip, we see two police vehicles. One is a Orange County Sheriff's on the right side, 5 freeway around the San Juan Capistrano area, 5 freeway on the right hand shoulder, traffic stop, 1 Orange County Sheriff's vehicle. And then as we're merging from the 78 freeway onto the 15 freeway south, we've got the appearance of a California Highway Patrol vehicle. So there we are on the 78 going inland, and we're now merging onto the 15 south, and there goes our second police vehicle for the entire 84-mile, 1.5 hour trip from central Orange County, downtown Anaheim, to Rancho Bernardo in San Diego County. And then as we were arriving at the Rancho Bernardo exit, we noticed this little 5 vehicle military convoy. So we thought that was kind of an interesting thing to see a military convoy just as we are approaching our exit on the 15 south. Our exit being Rancho Bernardo. By the way, the CHP at the 78 and 15 intersection was at 11:43 a.m. and here we are, bingo, Rancho Bernardo. And this was approximately the 12 a.m. hour, so we're finishing up our 84-mile, 1.5 hour trip, and we'll just show you as we're approaching the exit here. Rancho Bernardo Road in Rancho Bernardo, San Diego County. Again, 84-mile trip, 1.5 hours, and we see just 2 police vehicles, an Orange County Sheriff's near San Juan Capistrano area on the right hand side of the 5 freeway south, and then a California Highway Patrol as we veered onto the 15 south from the 78 freeway. And there you have the Rancho Bernardo Road exit. So it's just a classic example of what I believe to be an abnormal situation where you can be on the road for an hour and a half on an 84-mile trip and just see 2 police vehicles. And here we are approaching the stoplight and exit, approximately 12 a.m. So we arrive at our friend's house and they have the idea of taking us to downtown San Diego. So we're on the 163 freeway south just before the 8 intersection, and we see this interesting little traffic accident on our left hand side there in the 163 southbound before the 8. And you got your, now notice there's no police vehicles, a couple of guys in military garb, no police vehicles yet. And this is what was really weird about this. So you got that, you got stuff on the other side. About 30 seconds later, as we're continuing down the road, again just before the 8, this little patrol vehicle to our left there on the fast lane comes up along our left hand side and continues on. It's so odd that both my wife and our 2 friends up in front on the front seats, we all simultaneously made the comment, how weird that 30 seconds ago we passed this traffic accident with an overturned vehicle, and approximately 30 seconds or so later, this police vehicle is sort of barreling down our left-hand side. Again, we're approaching the 163 south with the 8 freeway intersection in San Diego County. So, pretty odd stuff. And it's approximately 1:26 p.m. when this overturned vehicle accident and police drive-by occur. So we reached the downtown San Diego area, very beautiful, had lunch, walked around near the, checking out the ocean view and what have you. Went home, hung out with our friends in San Diego, and now it's the next morning, November 4th, Sunday, and we're returning home via the 15, 78, and 5. And we see 3 vehicles, one on the 78, and then a California Highway Patrol that was positioned perpendicular to the freeway on our side, just after the San Onofre nuclear power plant. And then just as we were approaching the sign that says Orange County line, I believe it was probably the same vehicle, CHP vehicle, comes barreling down to our left, as you can see a few seconds ago. So he was presumably it was the same CHP vehicle that was just after the San Onofre power plant, and then he comes barreling down to our left at a high rate of speed, just as we're approaching the Orange County borderline. So isn't that special? At 8:45 a.m. So our third and final police vehicle appearance on our 84-mile, 1.5-hour trip from San Diego back to downtown Anaheim was this Irvine police officer at the Jeffrey and Culver 5 North segment, the famous Jeffrey Culver Jamboree freeway segment. But first there was this Toyota Camry as we were approaching Jeffrey, complete with little sunscreener so you couldn't see the face. There goes Jeffrey, and then boom, the Irvine police vehicle. Remember, as you recall, I've had numerous videos now of this particular 5 North freeway segment, Jeffrey Culver Jamboree, and remind you of the accident where a truck pulled into my lane, pinning me and my green Toyota Camry to his front railing, and by the time it was all said and done, the left side of my green Toyota Camry was destroyed. So we have a little Irvine Police Department Camry combo drive-by in this area. I'm sort of disappointed with the Irvine Police Department. I had always had a high opinion of them. The first 7 years of my residency here in Orange County were in Irvine, so it's kind of a disappointment to see the Irvine Police Department participating in this sort of nonsense. And there goes the fellow on the Camry with the blocked driver's side window. On further inspection, you tell me, is that a Camry or not? Anyway, 9:08 a.m. That's definitely the Irvine Police Department, though. And for completeness sake, as we were approaching the Lincoln exit on the 5 North, near the end of our 84-mile, 1.5-hour trip approximately, we had this nice little street sweeper guy. And my wife actually said she saw this huge military plane making like a hard turn just before we arrived here. So, things that make you say, And then finally, in the afternoon after we had arrived, I believe I had walked over to the Vons nearby, and at the corner of Center and Anaheim, we have our black security vehicle, and guess what? Parked strategically in front of the black security vehicle, a Toyota Camry. 6GXL168, and the lovely little damage to the left-hand side. Parked directly in front of the black security vehicle, with all sorts of stickers on the windshield, which I didn't bother to look at what it was. So this is at 3:18 p.m. in the afternoon, and remember earlier that morning at 9:08 we had the drive-by by the Irvine police vehicle on the 5 freeway north at the Jeffrey Culver Jamboree section of the 5 freeway northbound, the same spot where a truck had hit me while driving a green Toyota Camry.